I know that you might feel guilty of taking care of yourself, but you have to remember that you cannot pour from an empty cup. So it is important to stop, pause, reevaluate, reassess to see how you can start taking care of you, because that is why you are miserable. That is why you're feeling tired, and that is why you're exhausted. Especially now we're in our 40s. The energy level is dropped. You're not in the 20s anymore, right? Where you're bubbly and you're so active. Energy level is dropping. Hormones are fighting with each other. Your mood is all over the place. So you have to find that rhythm, create that routine to realize that this is a new era in life. This is a new stage in life. So what might fill your cup 20 in your 20s or your 30s is something different that will fill your cup in your 40s. Self-care isn't selfish. It is the foundation to start thriving. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can make self-care a priority even in this busy schedule of yours so that you can start thriving in life after 40. Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to me here, my name is Yasheika Turner, and I'm doing a video series helping women over 40 to start thriving and start living happier, healthier lives, getting prepared for 2025. I know we're feeling tired, we're feeling stuck, we have big dreams, big goals, not sure where to start. So if you are experiencing any of those, go ahead and like this video, subscribe so you can see the remainder of this video series. Now, let's talk about self-care. A lot of people think that self-care is the bubble baths and going out to do the nails, the foot care, and all those stuff. But can I tell you that self-care is not just that? Self-care is whatever fills our mind, our body, and our soul. It's a holistic approach, and the things that makes us happy, the things that helps us to find peace in life, the things that refuels us and refreshes us. So if taking a bubble bath is your cup of tea for self-care, yes, that's okay. It is refreshing you. But there are other means and other ways of how you can find some form of self-care to fill your cup. Now, as I mentioned, self-care is the foundation for thriving. If you don't find time to replenish your cup, how can you pour from an empty cup? How can you give somebody some of your water from your cup if your cup is empty? No. So we have to find different ways and means, even when we're busy, even when life gets tough, even with this midlife crisis in our 40s, when we feel demotivated, we're not sure even what even fills our cup anymore, to be honest. And it's time for us to take some assessment, reflect, assess, and see what are some of the things that really fills your cup. Is it going out for a walk, a 10-minute walk to take some fresh air? Is it sitting down in a quiet, peaceful 10 minutes before everybody else gets up in the house, right? Your kids, your husband. Is it having your devotional time, peace and quiet with God? Is it journaling? Is it listening to music? What fills your cup? What is your form of self-care? Let me know in the comments below. Number 2. So now that you have an idea of your self-care routine, what fills your mind, your body, your spirit, now it's time to create your personalized self-care routine. And that might look like just taking 10 minutes out of your day to do something that fills you up, fills your cup. You can do this daily, you can do this weekly, you can do this monthly, quarterly, annually, however frequently you need it. You know, at times we are going after success. We go, and we fail to pause. We fail to hit that rest button. We fail to stop at the rest stops to refuel. You know, when we're going on trips, right? We have to stop and we have to fill up the gas tank. If we're driving for a few hours, or even if you have a Tesla, an electric vehicle, you still have to stop to put some fuel into that vehicle so that it can take you to your destination wherever you're going. So that's the same thing with us in life. Wherever you are journeying through life, in life, you have to remember to stop. Self-care, that is your self-care. So whether you're going to plug in to getting some rest, plug in to getting some undisturbed me time, plugging in to have some worship time, some devotional time with God, whatever is going to fill you up so that you can stop, fill your tank up, and then you can keep going in life. And do you know what are some of the signs and symptoms that tells you, hey, you need to stop. You need to stop at that rest stop, and you need to fill your tank up, refuel. What are some of the signs? For me, it's when I'm getting miserable, I'm getting cranky, I'm getting irritable, I can't think anymore, I can't focus anymore. And that's when I know that, hey, it's time to stop. It's time to take a break. It's time to refuel, right? And this can be, as I said, however frequently you want it to be. When it's lunchtime, stop and go take your lunch. Get up from the desk, go walk around. That is self-care, because you're going. And I'm sure that you can't go 8 hours thinking clearly, thinking logically, thinking straight, right? So you have to plug some self-care within different moments throughout the daytime, right? And even at the end of the day, you have to say, okay, now it's time to unwind. It's time to get ready for bed. You have to cut off that time. So if you know that your bedtime is like 10 o'clock, why are you going to try to stay up until 12, 1 o'clock to still work on the business, to work on whatever you're trying to work on, when self-care is going to your bed and getting enough sleep, right? That's a form of self-care that we fail to acknowledge, that getting enough rest is a form of self-care. I've heard people say they will sleep when they die. No, that's not me, because when it's time for me to go to my bed to get some sleep, to refuel my cup, I know, because I start to feel cranky and I start to feel miserable. So getting enough rest is a form of self-care. Another form of self-care is setting boundaries. And a lot of people fail at this form of self-care also. You are so fearful of saying no, telling people no. Even when you know that you cannot take on any more projects, your calendar is full, you cannot do anything else, right? You are just fearful to say no, to admit that, hey, no, I need some self-care. I need to go refuel my cup. That time is my lunchtime, or that time is my me time, quiet time, or that time is my journaling time. Whatever that time means to you, then you have to start setting boundaries, and you have to start telling people no without feeling guilty and without even giving them an excuse. No is a complete sentence. So if somebody asks you to do something and you know that that time is going to cut back from your rest time, from your self-care time, whatever it is, no, 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 I can't help you. Sorry. No, that's it. Don't say, oh, but I have to do this, or but that, but, cut out the but. Cut out the but. No is a complete sentence. No, period. That's it. Move on, right? So we have to find time for self-care. For me, I have a routine of self-care. So when I wake up in the mornings, I like to have 10 to 15 minutes of quiet time where I will have my coffee, I'll do my devotion, and I will just sit in quiet, peace, quiet, just to sort of visualize my day, just mentally planning out my day, right? So I like to have, that's my self-care routine. Now, during lunchtime, I like to stop, pause, have my lunch break. In the evenings, after I take care of everybody, 9 o'clock is my cutoff time. Boundaries. 9 o'clock is my time. The kids know 9 o'clock, it's your bedtime, or you are not in my space. It's my me time. So whether I'm going to watch a TV, whether I'm going to just scroll on my phone, looking at some YouTube videos, looking at TikTok, making such a something to lift my day, making me laugh or something. But that is my cutoff time. So you have to figure out a schedule for your self-care time. Quarterly, we like to do some sort of family stuff quarterly. That's our quarterly self-care routine, refueling, just stopping, pausing, and doing something together. Monthly, you can schedule something to do monthly. However often you need to refuel your cup, you have to acknowledge that this is your self-care time without feeling guilty. I know that you might feel guilty of taking care of yourself, but you have to remember that you cannot pour from an empty cup. So it is important to stop, pause, reevaluate, reassess to see how you can start taking care of you, because that is why you are miserable. That is why you're feeling tired, and that is why you're exhausted. Especially now we're in our 40s. The energy level is dropped. You're not in the 20s anymore, right? Where you're bubbly and you're so active. Energy level is dropping. Hormones are fighting with each other. Your mood is all over the place. So you have to find that rhythm, create that routine to realize that this is a new era in life. This is a new stage in life. So what might fill your cup 20 in your 20s or your 30s is something different that will fill your cup in your 40s. Maybe it's taking a nap when you can. That's self-care. And I find I try to take a nap, especially on Saturdays. I'm a 7-day Adventist. We worship on the Sabbath. So on Saturdays, I look forward for an afternoon nap. That's my form of self-care in my 40s at this time, right? With no guilt, no shame. I need to take a nap when I can to fill my cup so that I don't get irritable at my husband, at my family, at my children. I am refueling me so that I can be a normal person. Let me know in this video if you can resonate with these different self-care ideas, with these feelings in your 40s, and go ahead, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will leave the playlist for this series of video somewhere here. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.